Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Locke working out of the gun.
Incomplete. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he's brought down. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And they put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Broncos, nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. action. Now it's Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Cortland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Cortland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 9-yard line.
Take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quick throw outside by Locke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
this time to the tailback. Room here to run. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's a second touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go, but how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. From the gun, lock, and this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
There's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Working down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 14.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. The 20. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line. Got to love the effort, and especially...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Brings up
On second down, it's Gordon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Come on, fellas.
Throwing on first down is Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy. And I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback. And in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. To throw again. Lock. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He was brought down by Eric Harris.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, Locke. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Locke now on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be... And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
47-yard line.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger.
That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Flush to his right.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now Gordon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. We're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger on the move to his left. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 49 yards. Block off of play action.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
This is Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Deontay Johnson, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
And returning it, here's Handler.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Locked to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards.
1st down.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 now. Throwing now is Locke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 39, Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st.
Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catch, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good enough for 2nd in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to throw to the tight end. They hope Ebron is the guy.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Ben to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator?
It's a foot race past the 20 and all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there in the first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
At the 44-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Chase Claypool, the intended target. 3rd down here.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
He doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. Still going. Mike Purcell with the tackle. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
36-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
In the end zone. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And now here is another interception. Picked off with great anticipation, and that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take